Hello, this is Shirley with So Too We Begin Embroidery. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. Today I am going to do a Halloween purse, zipper purse. And I got this design from one of my favorite shops on Etsy, Disorderly Threads. I've done several purses from that particular shop, and they all have stitched out very beautifully. And the reason why I chose to do one today is because, as we all know, Halloween is right around the corner, and I decided that I wanted to do something pertaining to Halloween for this particular project and for my conversation that I'm going to have at my next live, which happens to be on the 11th of, no, it's the 10th, today, the 10th of October. Halloween is only 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks away, and I'm sure people are thinking about making Halloween costumes, buying Halloween candy, and probably doing some type of embroidery project for sale or friends, grandkids, kids, what have you, neighborhood kids. So I just thought that this would be a really good project to do, to show you. Now this is what it's going to look like. I think that is so cute because it's different, but it is a purse, and you'll be able to put a little wristlet or even a strap on it if you like by following the guide. Now, the one thing that I do know about Disorderly Threads is that they're very comprehensive in their instructions. This is about 13 pages of instruction as to how to do the project, and it's putting the purse together because there are no raw edges. Everything is covered up, it's lined inside, and it's going to really be cute once it's done. So I have prepared everything that I need. I have my design in the machine. I'm going to be using my 8x13 Mighty Hoop and I have a sheet of tearaway stabilizer, medium weight tearaway stabilizer, and I have all of my pieces cut out. Of course, you need to have a zipper, a 9-inch zipper. This is the fabric that I'm using for the lining, and there's 3 pieces that you need to cut out for that. And this is going to be the front of the pumpkin, and again, it's 3 pieces that need to be cut out. And this is the fabric that I'm going to use. The black is for the face, and the green is for the leaf that goes with this. So all of that has been cut out and ready to go, and it is padded with batting, so I have that cut out as well. So those are the pieces that you need, and it's 3 pieces per item, and it tells you the exact measurement that you need inside of this instruction. Now, since I've done these bags before, I know it takes a while, and I'm not going to be able to show you step by step how to do it because, as I said, it takes a while. It's a long process to do, but it's simple once you've done it. The first time I did it was so funny. I did it with a friend, and I made their very cute tennis shoe that they have that's very popular on their site. And keep in mind, I'm not an affiliate of Disorderly Threads. I just like their product. So if you're interested in it, switch over there and look and see what they have, and you might be wanting to get something. But again, I'm not an affiliate. I don't get anything from this. I just like their product, and I just wanted to share what I'm going to do. And so with that in mind, I am going to go ahead and get started. But just keep in mind, I'll only be able to show you the beginning. I will show you the middle part when I put kind of get it together, and then of course I'll show you the end because I don't want this video to be very long. So if you're interested, which I hope you are, come on and follow along with me. And before I go to the machine, I just want to thank you, all of you that have subscribed, and those of you that have not subscribed, I'm asking you to please give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I put videos up. Please share this video, and of course, subscribe. Subscribe. There's no cost to subscribing. It's simply hitting that button. Of course, I do have a membership program with 3 different tiers, and if you are inclined to join, please do so. Check it out, make a decision, choose which tier you're interested in, and each tier has different perks associated with it. But that's it that I wanted to tell you. My live every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Come join us. So with all of that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the project. So let's head over to this machine and get started. You don't use a metal zipper, you need to use only a nylon zipper. And you need to pay close attention to which side of your fabric is facing up or down. And you need to tape or pin, but be sure not to have your pins in there. I like to tape. I don't like to use the pins. But you do need to be careful with where you place your tape, because sometimes it can get caught in the stitch line. You can get the painter's tape out, but sometimes it's a little difficult. So just be careful where you place that. And keep your fabric taut when you're pinning or taping. And when it's time to open the zipper, do not forget this step, because if you do forget it, you can't turn it to the right side. You're just stuck. You're going to end up having to take stitches out or something like that. So just pay attention to your all the steps and the instructions. And then at the very end, the tearaway stabilizer is for the use over the top of the batting to keep the machine and foot from hanging. So you'll have to do that. And again, it just goes step by step by step. It tells you exactly what to do. Now, I have already stitched out the placement line for the zipper. So let me move this around just a bit so you can see it. This has already been stitched out, and I'm going to do my zipper and everything. So when I get all of that done, then I'm going to show you how that's done, and then you'll do the lining and so forth and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that, and I'll get back and show you when I get my lining and stuff on. This pumpkin bag instructions are very, very clear. They go over all of the material that you need, the sizes that you need, how many pieces you need, and it tells you the thread. You need orange, black, and green thread. Orange thread is for step 1 through 3 for your zipper placement and your tack down. Black is for step 4 through 5 for the face placement and your satin stitches. Then you're back on orange for step 6 and 7 for your pumpkin, your zipper stitching, and your pumpkin. Then of course you're doing green, steps 8 through 11 for the vine and the leaf placement. And then the final one is orange again, and that is step 12 through 13 when you're finishing the bag. So that tells you exactly how to do everything. And then you move on down to the sewing order and color. So as I was saying, it is very, very detailed oriented as far as how to do this particular bag. So I'm going to go ahead and get my zipper and my lining and all of that stuff set up and started, and I'll show you how it looks. Now I'm at step number 3 stitch, and I believe this is step number 4, where I have attached, and I'll show you part of, and you may see it, part of the lining part. This part has been attached to the zipper in the back. Then I have the front part of the pumpkin attached to the front. So there was like 3 stones thrown at once, adding the part of the lining, half of the zipper, and part of the front. Now what is about to happen is the pumpkin stitching is going to occur now, and it's going to stitch down, and I have the batting under here as well. So lots of stuff have happened, and that's how you're going to get everything done. So moving pretty quickly, I'm going to go ahead and get this stitched out, and then once that's stitched out, I'll pull it off and I'll show you exactly what it looks like before I move to the next step. I did the pumpkin lines, and now I put the black fabric on, which is going to put the face of the pumpkin on, applique. So once I get it, the first stitch down, then I'll have to go ahead and cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the applique of the face, which is the black material. So I have the applique part cut out. All I got to do now is the satin stitches, and hopefully you can see where the quilted part of the jack-o'-lantern is already done. And this is your front, and I've done the top half of the zipper. The bottom half of the zipper has not been done yet, obviously. It is quilted, so I do have batting underneath. And then if you look at the back, here's the lining that's going to be inside. That's attached to the bottom part of the zipper. And then you can see all of this from the back. So that's the process, and the way it's set up is you're doing several things at one time to make the attachment. It's kind of fun. It really is. So the next step is to do the satin stitches on top of the face of the jack-o'-lantern, which is the applique part, and that's the part that I'm going to start now. And all of her bags do have appliques, if I'm not mistaken. And as you probably are aware, if you're going to do appliques, it's a skill that you develop so you can be able to cut as close as possible to the lining. And I'm looking at a few places that I'm going to have to clean up before I actually do the stitching, because I like to be as close as possible, so when the satin stitches, there's no remnant of the fabric that you cut out left over, and that makes it really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you the next part. So I completed the applique, the satin stitches, so you can see how pretty that is. So that's turning out really cute. So now I'm going to be starting on the other part, which is going to be the top part, and getting the top part of the stitches, the zipper stitch down, the top part of the front, and the top part of the lining in the back, and the leaf is going to go up. So I'm getting close, but I really love that little face. It's so cute. Anyway, I will go ahead and get started. Now, what I do want to mention is to make sure, as I said, as far as the applique is concerned, to trim as close as possible to the thread. So when you do the satin stitches, it is very pretty, with nothing hanging over or anything like that, the way you see this. So that is how you do appliques. I had to learn how to do an applique. I was very nervous about it at first. It took me a while to get my confidence up doing appliques, and I have to be honest about it. It's kind of funny. I mentioned that I've done several of these bags from this company, and that's how I learned how to do appliques, doing these bags. So after I did 2 or 3 bags, and I said, okay, I can cut out appliques. It's not so bad. So it's not. Go ahead and give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the next step, then I'll show you what that looks like. I have stitched the little curly vine of the leaf, and this is the top part of this purse. My zipper is attached now. Both sides have been sewn, and I have lining on the back that I'm still working on, but the top part has been attached, the bottom part has been attached, but the top part is still folded back on itself because it's not time to bring it up to close it, because I need to get all the applique done, and then we'll do that. There is batting under here, so it's quilted, and I just did the tack down stitch for the positioning stitch for the green material that is going to be the leaf. So that is going to be the next step, is to add the material that's going to be the leaf, and it's going to go ahead and stitch that, tack down, stitch down, and then of course I'll have to take it off the machine and cut around it before I put it back on for the satin stitch. So that is step number 10, and I think it's 13 steps, so we're getting very close to the end of this project. So as you can see, it's not a very hard project to do, and it's not that long. I'm stitching at 500 stitches per minute. If I did it at 700 or something like that, it would go much quicker, and I might go ahead and speed it up. I didn't even realize it was at 5. I didn't think about it. The other thing is, make sure that you have your bobbin full, because I don't think I did. I just changed my bobbin, so I have a full bobbin now. But when you're doing a project that is stitch intensive like this, because of the satin stitches, it's usually best to start off one with a fresh needle, and I'm using 7511, and also a full bobbin, machine oiled and all of that, and that usually will help you have a very successful stitch out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the tack down stitch for this leaf part, and then take it off, trim it up, make it all look good so I can do the satin stitch. And once I'm done with the satin stitch, I will show you the end results of that, because that will be step 11. I only have 12 and 13 left, and that's actually closing the bag up, putting the back on and closing it up and everything. So we'll be done in a little bit. So this is what the back side looks like. All of this is the lining. So this is going to be the inside of the bag, and of course this is the outside of the bag. So I'm in the process again, like I said, finishing up, because the only thing that's left now is basically to put, I'm going to do a little ribbon here to hang, put a wristlet or something on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and be putting the back on. And I think it has a, it does have a batting that goes as well. So we'll be working on the back part. So we're just about done, just as I said, be closing this up pretty soon. So what I have before you is 3 layers. The top back side, the back side of the pumpkin with the correct, with the outside fabric, with the matching fabric. This is the outside. Then sandwiched in between that is batting. And then I have tearaway stabilized on top of it. And I also, as I showed you, had the little hoop on there. Now, the purpose of the tearaway stabilizer is to keep the needle from sticking to the batting and dragging as I stitch around it. So you might want to keep that in mind anytime that you're stitching something, especially directly on top of batting. You might need to put tearaway or wash away or some type of protective stabilizer to protect your needle and to make sure that it does glide across there correctly without any issues. So I'm going to stitch this all the way around, and once I stitch it all the way around, I can actually tear the tearaway away. Then I will be putting the last piece of lining that's going to be on the back, and that's going to close it up, and that's going to be the end of the bag. And I'll get all the corners taken care of, cut it out, turn it over, and we'll have a bag. So this is the last step. I have the back side facing, the two right sides are facing each other, and I'm going to stitch this all the way around. It's going to close it up completely except for one little spot where it's going to leave open so it can be turned, and then I'll be able to turn it, take all the stabilizer off, trim it up, and it will be a bag. So that's the last step, and that's what I'm getting ready to do. Be sure to remove that tearaway stabilizer, and what you see is the batting. Then you also see the back, and you'll see the opening here. Now what I have to do is go ahead and turn it and then hand stitch this. So I got to turn it real carefully. I have the edges trimmed. I may even have to trim them more. And then you always put the little notches in here so you can turn it better. I think I need to put a few more in here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it. And once I get it turned, I'll iron it. And then when I get it ironed, then I'll be ready to sew this bottom part closed. Sew it, seam, hemming tape, or fabric glue, one of them. But I'll be closing this part up. So that's going to be the bag. Once you get the get it turned, and this is the lining part. So now you got to get to the front. Now remember, you had the black lining here. You got to open that up in order to, and just split that open to get to the zipper. And once you get to the zipper, then and that's why it's crucial that you leave that zipper open, or you won't be able to get in there without taking it apart. Then once you get into the zipper part, you're just going to turn it, and then you have it. You will have to turn it. I'll show you what it looks like when I get it turned. Here it is. Jack-o'-lantern purse. Zipper purse. Lining, no raw edges, everything. Zipper purse. Super cute. Super cute. So that's how it looks when it's done. Looks really cute. I know it does. You need to make you one. Now I have to tell you, the only thing I did, and I forgot about it, and it wasn't in the instructions, so I didn't think about it, because I wanted to put my little hoop thing on there, but since it's already hooped on there and closed, I can't put this one on there. So I am going to go ahead and stitch it on. I'm just going to hoop it in here like that and turn this ribbon back and stitch it on. Solution, because I got to close up the bottom anyway, so that's where the lining is. I got to go in there and close that up, and I got that. So here we go. Problem solved. So this is it. So thank you for watching. Like I said, I hope you'll try this one or something, or a zipper purse. They're really not hard. Follow the direction. She has several cute different bags you can make for gifts, different holidays, birthdays, whatever you like. That is on that site. But like I said, I have several of them. Actually, I'll pull some of them out and show them to you to add this one to my collection. So these are the ones that I have, that I still have. I've given some away. I made the casino one, but I don't have one because I gave that away. I made several of the shoes. That's what started it. And so I have my hot dog, popcorn, french fries. Now I have the jack-o'-lantern. And I also have designs that I'm going to make, which will be hamburgers, because I wanted the hamburger, hot dog, and french fries. So I have the hamburger design. And then a couple of more that I'm going to do at some point. So that just letting you know, it's a cute project. Give it a try. I hope you will. It's not that difficult once you understand the directions and everything. You can do it without any issue at all. Like I said, I have these little claws on all of them. And I do not know where my brain was, because I didn't think about that for this one. I didn't think about it. Ugh, makes me mad. I was trying to do too many things. That's because I have this big project coming up. So I was trying to do too many things, and that's why I didn't think about it. But anyway, that is what we have available. And this is what I just did. So I hope you like it. I hope you'll give it a try. I hope you'll go and look at her site and see what else is on there that you might be interested in. And with that being said, this is the end of the video. Again, can you give me a thumbs up if you like it? Subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. And join me every Tuesday night for Shirley's Wind Down Tuesday. We talk about everything, embroidery, crafting, and everything else. We have a good time. Just join in the chat. Come on in, say hi, let me know where you're from. And if you're interested, join the community. I have 3 levels of my membership. The money is not that expensive, and it's perks with each one of them. So I hope you'll think about it. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you and talk to you a little later. Have a great day.